Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing a makeup haul as well as a first impressions. A few of these products are repurchases, but for the most part, almost everything is brand new. I'm really excited about all of these products. I think I got some really good things, and I think a lot of you guys will really enjoy these products, so I will have a link for everything in my description box. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I post on Tuesdays and Fridays. I would love it if you would subscribe so you'll always be notified when I post a new video. And please thumbs up this video if you enjoy it, and let's get started. So the first thing I have to share with you guys is a color correcting palette by NYX. There are 6 concealers in here, so it looks like this. I'm actually really impressed with this. I really like the formula. Since this was my first time with color correcting, I mean, I've used like a primer that's lime green for redness, but it was my first time with a palette. So I wasn't like 100% sure what I was doing. I just went on Pinterest and found some tips and tricks and all of that. But really all you need to do is look up a color wheel, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just like the opposite of what you have. So for example, I have redness around my nose especially, so I use that one there because the green is on the opposite side of red, or I use this one for hyperpigmentation. It's not the same on everyone's face, so if you find a photo and someone shows you like where to put all of the colors, that isn't 100% accurate, I guess I would say, for your face, since everyone's skin tone is different. So again, it's just like the opposite on the wheel of what you have, and I'm really impressed with this. I definitely recommend it if you guys have uneven skin tone, or if you have any redness, things like that, that you want to kind of just help out a little bit. I definitely think this is awesome. The next thing I have to share with you guys is a foundation by Fiona Styles. This is the Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. I have it in the third lightest shade, and there isn't a name, it just says number 3 on the bottom. Fiona Styles is a celebrity makeup artist. She just launched a line that is exclusive to Ulta, and I really wanted to try it out because I've heard like really mixed reviews on this product. I definitely wanted to see what I thought about it, and since it's a matte finish and I have oily skin, I just really wanted to put it to the test. And again, this is a first impression, so it's not like I can really give a full review, but so far I'm extremely impressed with it. I will say this foundation says it's a medium to full coverage. I think it's like a fuller light to a fuller medium, if that sort of makes sense. I wouldn't say that this is a full coverage foundation. I still see my freckles and my skin through it, but at the same time, I love how it looks. I do have a few spots that this foundation wouldn't hide. A few like pimples or hyperpigmentation I had to put full coverage concealer over, which really isn't a huge deal because I think the finish of this is really nice, and just the weight overall. It's weird, I've gotten so used to like the foundation feeling that it's almost strange to me that I don't feel like I have foundation on my face, so I really like this. So if you are someone like me who likes a fuller coverage and is looking for something a little more lightweight for the summertime, I definitely think this would be ideal, just because again, I just feel like I have like a moisturizer on or something like that. I don't even feel like I have foundation on, and especially in the summer, that is a huge thing for me. I'm sure it is for a lot of you guys too. I did set it, so the next thing I want to show you guys is something that I'm just really blown away with. So I've talked about the Makeup Forever HD Pressed Powder a lot on my channel just because I really like this, and honestly, I think that the Perfect Finish HD Powder by e.l.f. is a dupe for this, which is ridiculous. This I think is $42, $44, something like that, and this I believe was like $5, so it's just insane that a $5 product is pretty much the same thing as a $40-something product. I think this is just so silky and smooth, and it does a really great job. So if you guys are looking for an affordable setting powder, I definitely recommend this one by e.l.f. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a mirror on top, and then the product obviously in the pan, and then I think there, yeah, it even comes with one of these, which something like this isn't something I really ever like to use. If I was like on the go and I didn't have a brush, then obviously I would use it, but I really prefer like a fluffy powder brush. So I'm just so impressed with this. I love e.l.f. I feel like almost all of their products recently are just really good, so definitely check this out if you are looking for a setting powder. The next product is also a dupe for a higher end product, and this is the Micro Brow Pencil by NYX. I heard this was a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I have used for several years in the shade Soft Brown. I really love it. I'm actually really impressed with this as well. I don't think it blends quite as well as the Anastasia. I feel like this is definitely a little more waxy and hard, but I think with a little practice I will be able to make this look as good as the Anastasia. I still put in a little brow gel just because I felt like I needed it. I think this is not quite as pigmented as the Anastasia, but the tip on this is finer. So I do feel like this is a little more user-friendly. I think I would rate the Anastasia, I mean, probably a 10. I love that, and this would be like an 8, maybe a 9, so it really is a pretty close call. So if you guys need an affordable brow pencil, I definitely think you should check this out. So I'm going back to concealer. I feel like this video is probably going to be all over the place, but this is the Dream Lumi Concealer by Maybelline in Ivory, and I think they changed the packaging a little bit on this because I've repurchased this several times. It's one of those concealers that when I run out, I want to try something new, and then I always want to go back to this because it really is that good. And this isn't something I use for coverage, but it's just really highlighting, really illuminating. I put this under the eyes, center of my nose, just all those highlighting points, and for the price, you really can't beat it. I think they made it a little wider. I don't think there's any more or any less in the packaging, but it definitely is a little thicker than it was before. I did pick up another Hoola from Benefit. This is a bronzer. I talk about this in almost every makeup video I do because it's just the best bronzer ever. I really don't think that there's a bronzer that compares to Hoola, at least for me and my skin. It looks like this. I feel like this shade is very universal. A lot of different skin tones can get away with this bronzer, and it's just so easy to blend out. I feel like this is pretty much foolproof, but I do tend to use a pretty good amount of bronzer on a daily basis, and I still will go several months on one, so definitely check this out if you haven't before. I also have a mascara to share with you guys, and this one is a repurchase again. It's by L'Oreal, and it is the Hydrofuge in Voluminous Carbon Black. That is a mouthful. I really enjoy this because it's super black, and I know pretty much every mascara has a black shade, but this is just like really, really black. Plus, it's really buildable, so if you are someone who likes a natural look and you also want to go like all out with your mascara every once in a while, then I think this is just so universal. It's not one of those mascaras that is only really good for one thing, but this one does a little bit of everything, so that's why I love it so much. I also forgot to mention this sponge by Real Techniques. I like this way more than the original Beauty Blender. I know not everyone feels that way, but since this has a flat side and a pointy side, I just feel like this is such a better product. Plus, since it has the flat side, I feel like foundation will blend in just a lot faster than when I used the original Beauty Blender. And obviously, this is a fraction of the price, so I really, really love this. I also have a butter gloss by NYX, and this is in the shade Creme Brulee. It's a really popular shade. I'm obviously wearing it right now. The reason I like these so much is because they're very pigmented and they aren't sticky. So many lip glosses are just so sticky, and I feel like this does have a little bit of weight to it. It isn't super lightweight, but it's not sticky. It feels really hydrating, so I love this. I definitely think these wear really nicely as well. I was wearing a different one of their butter glosses in my last video, so if you really liked that color, it was like a red orange. That one is linked in my last video. Oh, I also don't have a lip liner on at all. I just wanted to wear it on its own to see what it looked like, so I don't have one on in case you are wondering. I did pick up another pair of false lashes by Ardell. These are part of the natural line. 120 is the number, and I snapped about this the other day, but I feel like their lashes are really inconsistent, and I don't know if there's something that I'm not seeing, but I showed you guys on Snapchat like 2 pairs of the same ones supposedly, and they looked way different. So I almost always wear lashes by Ardell. I love the quality of them. I can get at least 3 uses out of them, which is really good for a pair of lashes from the drugstore, since they are like $3 to $5 depending, well, I think like $3.50 to $5 a pair depending on where you purchase them. So 3 wears is really good out of a pair of lashes that cheap, but they are pretty inconsistent. So I definitely recommend you purchase these in person just so you can see exactly what they look like, because again, I just think that they look so inconsistent in the packaging. And obviously I'm not wearing them in this video. I just wanted you guys to see what the mascara I just talked about really looked like without like lashes on them. But I do wear these in almost every one of my videos, so if you want to watch like one of my last, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 videos, I'm wearing these lashes in case you want to know what they look like on. The last thing I have to talk about is the Say Yes to Grapefruit Correct and Repair Mask. This is a pore perfecting brightening peel, and I haven't tried this out obviously, so definitely follow me on Snapchat if you're not already. I will let you guys know on there how I feel about this, but I'm gonna open it just to see what it smells like and what it looks like. And it smells amazing. Wow, this smells so good. It smells exactly like real grapefruit. and it looks like this. I don't want to spill it, but it's like slightly yellow and it is pretty thin. I'm excited to try this. So yeah, follow me on Snapchat if you guys want to know how this works. It says it's infused with vitamin C and 99% of people saw a reduction in pore size. I don't have a lot of like huge pores, but I really wanted a brightening mask, so that's why I got this. I will try this out probably tonight or tomorrow. So I believe that is everything. I hope I didn't forget any products, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I will have a link for all of the products in my description box in case you guys want to try any of them out. And if you have tried any of these products out, let me know in the comments how they worked for you. I would love to know. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!